Tanya, let's go straight to it. Yesterday, you did a Facebook Live for about 20 minutes?
Probably about 20 minutes,
take?
21, yeah.
Why there? Why that? Why then?
I felt like after hearing all the hoopla from people calling and seeing all the, comments on Facebook and just people just reaching out and just things, I felt concerned, raged, just like I was reliving it all over again. Her missing, her passing. And I wanted to get it out there in the open that, and I felt like Facebook Live was the best place to do it.
And this is all regarding your daughter's autopsy report.
That's correct. And just people hearing about it, and then the media, because mind you, the day before I had got the word before the media got the word that her report was out to be, right. And was going to be given to public record for everybody to view. And when I got that word, I was thankful for getting the information at first, but I sat in my car and I bawled. Like I said, because you relive it all over again,
Is what you're reliving the death of your child, or is it and it could be both. So correct me however wrong
right,
it might be.
Right.
Or is it what the autopsy read?
It's both. It's everything. It's reliving her missing, getting the word that she passed or they found her, what people are saying, what the report said, just all that, because it doesn't sit right with a whole lot of people. And
which part?
The part that she drowned of her own doing, with the intention of suicide is what the report says. It says that the cause was drowning with the intention for suicide. And that's on the second line.
Right.
And so, knowing Amber and knowing how much of a family unit that she has, knowing that she always came to her resources, whenever she was going through anything.
Well, just an example, and I sort of mean to interrupt, and that is a moment ago you were telling me about every night she
would call.
And you would say now or later, and if it was important, she would say
now. Right.
You didn't get that call for that situation.
No.
Is there some denial?
With me?
Yeah. Or is it just still hard to fathom?
No, there's no denial. I get that what the report says. I get and I accept what the report says, but there's just certain things leading up to the situation that I don't agree with. There's things that they said they found that are not correct in the report. There was no pills around the car. I found the car. I was able to take the car away from the scene that night when she was missing. So
they didn't hold it?
No, they didn't hold the car. Where I was told by Mark where the car was, where she was located, which is kind of suspicious to me. Items found were, and mind you, I have dealt with suicide because I was at Huckleberry House,
right?
Right. And
we talked about that.
All that, yeah. Right? So, mind you, this does not look like suicide to me, even though they say that there was letters, her writing text messages and things that they said they found. And not to say that suicide has a look either, but you just don't get up in the morning and get yourself dressed. From what I know, you don't get yourself dressed in the morning. You don't do your hair. You don't go to a meeting. You don't go to the store and get cold medicine because you have a cold. She had a cold. You don't buy a Snickers. They say that there was a box of wine. I've never seen a box of wine. And not to mention, Amber doesn't drink wine. So, and then an over-the-counter drug. I work at Riverside.
Right.
An over-the-counter drug, yeah. But I just know things to be make you sleepy, drowsy.
You're saying none of it adds up to you.
But it doesn't add up. It just doesn't.
You made mention also a moment ago that you also posted the video from what people were saying.
Right.
Some of the things were kind of conspiratorial.
Right.
Some of the things directed straight to what you think.
Right.
Which we're going to avoid.
Right.
Because I don't want you to get into that issue.
No, I don't want to.
So, for slander, you don't want.
Right. Right.
What would you want to say to people who they say there's conspiracy or lead down that? Is it?
Well, we don't know. We might not ever know. So we need to let it lie there. We need to focus on the legacy at hand for Amber.
Tell me what that is for you.
That means getting back into the work. That means dealing with the youth out here that are in need of guidance. That means getting into the community and helping the homeless. That means helping in human trafficking. That means helping even with suicide prevention, because we don't know what really happened to Amber. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Amber is the only one that knows. Amber and God.
What can I do? I think you just said it. Is it something that for those who knew her or of her, do they do it in her name or do they just do it?
Well, I think we all have an accountability to pay forward, and to be gracious and to be compassionate and to be loving. So you could do that every single day. You don't have to be involved in an organization to do it. Love thy neighbor is what's in the Bible. So just doing something kind for somebody every day, calling people that you haven't talked to in a while, even calling the person that you talked to yesterday, you don't know how they are today. Always checking in with each other, holding each other accountable for our self-care, making sure that we are checking, if you don't see the person come to work, making sure that you're checking on them as to why they didn't come to work today,
Do I hear you saying do what is right?
Do it is right. Yeah, definitely. 100%, because that's who Amber was. We raised Amber to think of others and not judge others. Think of others, not judge. We don't look at your color, your skin. We don't look at, even though Amber was involved in her culture, right, we have to stand up for who we are as a culture because we can only identify with that. We have to get to know other cultures because they are our brothers and sisters. So Amber was all about that because we looked at everybody as one. We looked at everybody as family. We don't do fake, we do real. We believe in the whole nation as a whole, and that's what Amber wanted every organization, everybody to come together and yes, just to do the right thing, just to do what is right.